I guess the first couple days, there have been some potential first rounders that have highlighted workouts, but it seems like this could be more about second rounders, summer league, G League. Can you kind of give us some insight on the work and diligence you guys are doing in those three areas?
Yeah, we traveled a lot, to go to the agent workouts, LA, Chicago twice, Miami. Now we're bringing all ranges of guys. So we have 4 picks in the second round currently, so we need to look at those guys for sure. Today could be more G League level guys, second round picks.
Given your experience with the G League, what do you watch for with guys that may not be on the draft boards right now, but you could see some potential in them?
So when I'm looking for talent in the G League, I'm looking at same thing we're looking at the Sixers. Defense, play with pace, play with space. We're following the same exact system, but defensive-minded players that can grow into 3-and-D type players.
Who stood out to you today?
Javon Carter, he stood out all summer just because of his defense. Really can play D, his tenacity, and he's made a lot of shots.
What about Bryce Brown?
Yeah, no, he played well today. Shot the ball really well. It's about space, and we like shooters.
In regards to him, he just seems like a guy who, his freshman year he had a pretty good year. Last year he was, hindered by injuries. How does that affect him, when you guys looking at him?
You try to project where he'll be post-injury. You get hampered by an injury, you might not, have the same explosiveness, you might not have the same boost, you might not have the same bounce. So, just look at film to see where he was and where he is today and where he could be.
And when you look at Carter, I guess the biggest thing that stands out with him is defense. He also seems to be a really intelligent guy, a heady player.
Yeah, very smart, really aggressive. We had a lot of intel on him. We were at the Villanova game, and he had one guard with 6 or 7 turnovers. It was because of him and his defensive tenacity. So he's a player that should do well.
Is it just tenacity with him defensively, or like technically, are there certain things that have helped him along?
Yeah, he has pretty good wingspan, but it's heart and desire. It's a mindset, and that's what I try to talk to a lot of young players about. You have the athleticism. Don't try to be cool out there. Try to go make a difference. Try to go get deflections, and he's as tough as it comes.
What's the benefit, or is there any benefit to having a guy like Rowan, who has already been in the G League, and so he kind of knows the ropes, but may also kind of get lost in that scene?
Yeah, having a guy like Rowan today, we've seen him in the G League during the season. We went to a workout in Miami, saw him again, so we have great intel on him. But leaving NC State, he was on the radar. So having him come in today, seeing how he could shoot, seeing how he could move, he played pretty well.
Kind of going a little further into what Brian just asked about the defense, when you guys talk about looking for defense, what are some of those fundamentals in addition to deflections? Like, what are you really watching for? Techniques, focus, things like that?
Beating the opponent to the spot. Being able to switch multiple positions, that's important, especially for our team. If we want to get to where we want to go, the Sixers, we're going to have to battle guys that are 6'5" through 6'8", and be able to switch 1 through 4, maybe in 1 through 5. So that's what we're looking at.
How much has that almost positionless basketball defense changed, even from when you were playing on the team just a few years ago?
Oh, it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot. It's a copycat league, so you may not have the personnel to shoot all the threes and get the spacing, but you're going to play similar defenses to stop it. And, it's changed immensely.
For a guy like Stephen Brown, who mid-major school, slightly undersized guy, is there natural curiosity when it comes to guys like that who might not be on as prominent a stage as some other prospects, and just trying to get some more info on him?
Absolutely. At 5'11", he was a dynamo today. He got to the paint. It's very athletic, shot the ball well. So we wanted to get some real close eyes on him, get a good look at him, and see what he could do. I don't know where he's listed in the draft, but G League potential or something like that for sure.
Now that you're going into your second year at the helm for the Delaware team, what are some of the things that you maybe are thinking about from the beginning of last season where you're more ready?
What I'm looking at is kind of the upper echelon teams, how they manage their 12th through 15th players, how they develop them. I've been studying that just to make sure our group gets that same type of attention so we can develop the guys with the Sixers and, go back and forth. That's my goal. Make sure that they're ready because they may have to play some significant minutes when it's their turn.
Would you say that that is kind of where a majority of your focus is right now?
Majority of the focus absolutely is making sure that our 12th through 15th players are being developed properly.
Is that for the G League team?
That's for the G League. The
Okay.
majority of my focus now is NBA prep and
yeah,
travel
okay.
and working, and we're doing it collectively and supporting Coach Brown and Mark Eversley and Alex and Ned with all the things we're doing there. That's actually my main focus.
Right
the G
now.
League has been on the back burner because of that.
Thanks.
Thanks, Elton.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you. See you, everybody. Hey, hey.